Captain Jack Miller sipped his coffee slowly, savoring the bitter taste as he stared out the viewport of his ship, the Tenacity Asterisk. The vastness of space stretched before him, an endless canvas of stars and darkness. His human crew moved with practiced efficiency around the bridge, monitoring systems and preparing for their upcoming diplomatic mission. "Captain, we're approaching the Galactic Council station," reported his first officer, Anna. "They've granted us docking permission, reluctantly." Jack smiled. "Reluctance is expected. They're not used to our kind." The humans had only been part of the Galactic Council for 3 standard years. Most species viewed them with a mixture of fear and fascination, the creatures from the death world known as Earth. Humans were oddities among the stars, endurance predators from a high-gravity planet with extreme climate variations, toxic atmospheric components, and dangerous levels of radiation. What other species considered lethal, humans called home. The Tenacity Asterisk docked with a gentle shudder. Jack straightened his uniform and addressed his landing party. "Remember, we're here to negotiate mining rights in the Orion sector. The Council considers those asteroids sacred, but we need those minerals. Be respectful, but don't back down." As they stepped onto the station, the difference between humans and the other species became immediately apparent. The Council's environmental settings were calibrated for the majority: cool, low gravity, and dim lighting. Jack noticed his team instinctively adjusting their posture to compensate for the reduced gravity, while aliens around them glided effortlessly. Council Representative Trell, a tall, willowy being with translucent skin, approached them. His species evolved on a planet with 1/3 Earth's gravity and perpetual twilight. "Captain Miller," he spoke through his translator, "the Council is displeased with your request to mine the Kelmar asteroids. Those rocks contain the earliest records of spacefaring civilizations in this quadrant." "We understand their historical significance," Jack replied, "but Earth needs those rare minerals for our shield technology. The Drakari attacks at the border are intensifying." Trell's skin rippled with color, a sign of agitation. "The Drakari have never bypassed the Xilian Nebula. Your concerns are exaggerated." Before Jack could respond, alarms blared throughout the station. A communications officer's voice echoed. "Unknown vessels approaching. Energy signatures match Drakari warships." Panic erupted as delegates rushed to evacuation points. The station's defenses were minimal. The Galactic Council relied on diplomacy, not warfare. "How many ships?" Jack demanded, accessing a nearby terminal. 7 warships, replied the frantic station controller. "Our shields won't hold against that firepower." Jack turned to his team. "Back to the Tenacity Asterisk. We need to buy the station time to evacuate." Trell stared in disbelief. "Your single ship against 7 Drakari warships? That's suicide." "Probably," Jack grinned, "but humans are surprisingly hard to kill." Aboard the Tenacity Asterisk, Jack's crew moved with calm precision despite the chaos. "Engineering, divert all power to forward shields and weapons," he ordered. "Communications, broadcast on all frequencies that this station is under human protection." The Tenacity Asterisk detached from the station and positioned itself between the approaching Drakari fleet and the Council station. "Captain," Anna reported, "Council evacuation requires 17 minutes. Drakari will be in weapons range in 4. Jack nodded. "Then we make those 4 minutes count." The Drakari opened fire, energy beams slicing through space toward the human vessel. The Tenacity Asterisk shuddered under the barrage but held. "Return fire, evasive maneuvers," Jack commanded. What followed astonished the watching Council species. The human ship moved with unpredictable patterns, taking hits that would have destroyed Council vessels, yet continuing to fight. Human physiology that evolved to endure impacts and stress allowed the crew to withstand key forces that would have killed most species. "Shields at 30%, reported the tactical officer. "Target their lead ship's propulsion system," Jack ordered. The Tenacity's main cannons fired, striking the Drakari flagship with devastating accuracy. The enemy vessel listed to one side, its engines disabled. "The Drakari are adjusting formation," Anna reported. They didn't expect resistance. Jack smiled grimly. Humans are full of surprises. For 13 agonizing minutes, the Tenacity engaged the Drakari fleet, taking devastating damage but inflicting enough chaos to keep the enemy focused on them rather than the evacuating station. Human adaptability and their ship's redundant systems, designed by engineers who expected things to fail, kept them fighting long after most vessels would have been destroyed. Station reports evacuation complete, Anna announced, blood trickling from a cut on her forehead. All power to engines, Jack ordered. Get us out of here. The Tenacity limped away from the battle, trailing debris and venting atmosphere from multiple hull breaches. Emergency systems engaged, sealing compartments and rerouting essential functions. 3 Drakari ships pursued, but the remaining 4 were disabled or destroyed. 2 days later, Jack sat in a medical bay on a council refugee vessel, wincing as a doctor treated his burns. Representative Trell approached, his translucent skin now showing patterns of deep blue. Respect. The council has voted unanimously to grant your mining request, Trell stated, and to provide Earth with advanced shield technology from our archives. Jack raised an eyebrow. That's unexpected. You were right about the Drakari, Trell admitted. But more importantly, you demonstrated what we failed to understand about humans. Your history of surviving on a hostile planet has made you uniquely qualified to face threats we cannot. We're just stubborn, Jack shrugged, then winced at the pain. No, Trell corrected. You're Deathworlders who use your evolutionary adaptations, not just to survive, but to protect others. The Council now understands that what makes humans dangerous also makes you valuable allies. Jack smiled. We've always believed the toughest environments forge the strongest characters. Indeed, Trell agreed. The galaxy has underestimated the human factor. We won't make that mistake again.